welcome back. This week I have a big order for some Guadalupes that I've made before. I'll put a picture to show what it looks like. I have a really big order for them. Probably the biggest order I've ever had. I got commissioned to make 16 Guadalupes for a party that is in about 1 month, so it's kind of a tight deadline. But I'm gonna work through it and hopefully I can get them done. And I want to show you the yarn that I got because they asked for custom colors to match the party theme. So for the dresses, I'm going to be using Crafter's Secret Big Idea in the color linen, and I got 2 of them. I don't really know how much I'm gonna need, but I got 2. And for the veils, they're gonna be different colors, pretty much all like in the pink area, just different shades of it. Yarn Bee, Yarn ID in the color Himalayan Sea Salt, and I got 2 of those. I have the I Love This yarn in the color Rosy Cheeks, and I got 2 of those. And then I have the Yarn Bee in the color Blush, and I have 2 of those. Yarn Bee in the color Mauve, and I have 2 of those. Right now the plan is, since I have 4 different kinds of pinks, I'm gonna be making 16 dolls, that it'd be probably 4 per color, but we'll see. Hopefully it's enough yarn for everything that I need. This doll, it does have like 3 roses on the bottom part of it. For the normal like classic colors that I use, the dress is red, the veil is green, and then her flowers are just an assortment of pinks. But since for these dolls there's color changes and the veils are all in pink, I'm not too sure what colors I'm going to use for the flowers, or if I'm even going to put flowers since it is such a big bulk order. I'm not super sure. I was thinking maybe white flowers, just all 3 white. I'll have to see once the dolls are done, but just for reference, these are the colors that I'm using for like a regular standard color one. I'm currently working on a classic colored doll for an order that I got, so this is what I have so far to check once the dolls are complete to see what kind of matches. I also purchased 16 of these little rosaries to go on the dolls. For the hair, I've been using a dark brown. So I've specifically been using the Impeccable yarn by Loops and Threads. I believe it's in the color Chocolate. And I've been using this, but this is not nearly enough to make 16 dolls. So I'm thinking I might go a little bit lighter brown, just because I don't want to go and buy more yarn, especially since I said I was going to work through what I have. And I do have a couple skeins of a lighter brown. I had bought them to make a cardigan, but I'm thinking I might just use them for the doll just to get them out of the way. I bought a bunch for a cardigan, but I'm not sure what color I was going to do because I have 2 skeins in one color and then 3 in a different color. I don't know if I was going to use them all for the cardigan, or I'm not too sure what I bought them for, but I'll probably just use those just to work through my stash. Okay, and then typically for the stars on the veil, I've been using these buttons for that. And Hobby Lobby is the only place that I've been able to find these buttons. I tried to find them on Amazon, Michael's, but I didn't see them. They didn't have anything even close to these. I've been buying them there. The only thing is, for a set of 3 buttons, it is $1.99. So that means that each button is about 66 cents. And I use 12 buttons per doll. And 12 times 16 is like $192, I think. And 192 times the 66 cents per button is gonna be like $120, $130 just on buttons. And that seems kind of excessive and really expensive, and I don't really get like a bulk buying deal. I know that when I went to go ask about bulk buying, the buttons were on sale, so I would have been able to get them for about $60 because they were 50% off. But even then, like $60 to $70 on buttons is kind of a lot. So I wanted to look around to see if there's anything else. And I found these on Amazon. They sort of look like if they were for bracelets, but I wanted to try them out just because the price range is extremely different, and if these work out, it's going to be so much better for me and for anybody who is trying to order these dolls. These are the buttons that I found on Amazon. And you can already see that they're not really buttons, but I'll take one out to show you. So this is what the button looks like. It's just a tiny little star, golden star, and then it just has the holes. And I'm assuming that these are kind of for bracelets, but I don't know if I would be able to sew it on and then I wouldn't have to use these because the price difference is insane. It is a lot smaller than these, so I would have to use a couple more, but even then it would be so much cheaper. So hopefully these work out, but if not, then I'll have to spend $70 on buttons. I also have the skin color yarn and the hair colored yarn, but I'm not going to get into that until I've finished a little bit with this yarn, just because I don't want to keep pulling yarn from my stash and then just have a big fat mess of yarn everywhere. I want to kind of just work through what I have a little bit and then start deciding that. So that's all I have for now, and I'll update you later. Okay, so I just wanted to update everyone. Before I can get started on the big order of 16, I do have to finish one classic one that I got an order for before that order. Hoping to get it turned in this week, but the sooner the better. So I've been working on it, and I have the hair done fully, and then I've been working on the head. I'm getting pretty close. I'll probably put the face pretty soon, and then finish it up, add the hair, finish some more little face details, and then I have to sew the little hands together. I have a couple details left on the veil, so it's probably gonna take the rest of the day, but if I do end up having any time after that, I'm gonna work on the veils. I think that's when I'm gonna start. I think for the big order of 16, I'm gonna start on the veils just to get something going before I start working on the dolls. I'll probably do a couple veils and then a couple arms and then start working on some dolls just to get them out of the way. I have to find some sort of box or container of some sort so that once I start getting them out, I have somewhere to put them, because 16 is a lot and I'm gonna be working on over the next month. I don't have a whole lot of space because just having these dolls everywhere, so I have to find maybe like an Amazon box or storage container or something to put them in. But we'll see when we get there. Hopefully I can finish this today. I'll update you when I have a little bit more done. So I'm starting with the Himalayan sea salt. We'll see how much I can get done. It is now day 2. Yesterday I only had about 2 to 3 hours to work. Since I only worked about 2 or 3 hours, I really didn't get a whole lot done. I did finish one veil. Fully finished it, just haven't fastened off because I want to wait till I have the doll just to make sure it's the right length. But I did finish one veil. This is what the skein is looking like. I'm thinking that I'll probably have enough for the four veils that I need to make in this color. And then I was looking at the dress color again because I had said that I was concerned about this pink specifically blending in a little too much, but I think it'll be okay. It is still pretty close, but I think it'll be fine. The other pinks are a lot stronger, so they won't blend in, but that one is just a little too beige. But yeah, that's all I did. I just did that. I forgot to check in just because it was really late. I started at like 8 p.m. at night and then finished crocheting like at 10 or 11, I think. So it was pretty late. That's all I did. I just did the one veil. Today, I think I'm gonna start working on the dolls. I had originally thought to make all the veils first just because they take up less space, because I can just have them lay flat and make the veils, and they take up less space, especially since I'm going to be doing this for a month. I don't really have a whole lot of storage for 16 dolls, but since I'm in a time crunch, I just have to get started on the dolls because they're going to take the longest time. So I'll just have to figure out something for storage because I'd rather have a storage problem than a time problem. So I'm going to get started on the dolls today. My goal is to make 2. So the color change isn't really a color change. You mostly you just fasten off the dress color and then come in with the skin color for the head. So I think I'm gonna just fasten off at the dress and make 2 dolls. That's the goal for today. But we'll see because they do take a long time. So these are the 2 colors that I'm gonna be using. This is the skin color and this is the dress color. And you can kind of see what I mean about too much beige. I kind of feel like it'll just all get lost. So I'm really hoping that they do pop out once the doll is put together, but we'll just have to see. So I'm planning to work on the dolls 4 at a time. Since it's 16 dolls, it's 4 colors. It's $4 per color. I think I'll just go in color blocks. That way, it'll help me get through it faster. So I'm thinking that for the dolls, since I have to make the arms before I start making the body, make the arms for all 4 dolls at once, and then that way I can use both ends of the skein to have 2 dolls going at the same time. So if I'm doing the arms for the 4 dolls, that's 8 arms. So right now I'm gonna do the 8 arms and then I'll start making the dolls. Okay, so I'm back, and I said I was going to do the dolls in batches of 4. So I did the arms for the first batch, which is 8 arms. I have the 8 arms. That's what the dress and the skin color is looking like next to each other. And I made 8 of them. And now I'm gonna start on the dresses. So really quick, I just wanted to show what the colors look like. Here I have the arm with the skin color and the dress color. And then here I have the veil, the one that is really beigey, so I was worried about it blending in. And I think it does pull much pinker now that it's next to these. It still does kind of blend in like I thought it would, but I think it'll be okay. The other pinks are gonna look a lot better because they really are pink, whereas this one is kind of beige, and if it's by itself it kind of just looks like a brown beige color, but then once you pair it with this, it does pull the pink from it. So hopefully it's okay. Once I work up the doll, I'll have a better view of how it's gonna look. Sorry for the audio, I think there's like a storm going on, but once I finish the doll, it'll help me see how the colors are truly gonna look. Hopefully it's okay. I mean, there's gonna be a couple other ones that are more pink, and this one's just gonna be really nude, really neutral. Kind of is what it is. I do have this much done on the first body, and I kind of wanted to show how I do the base. So a lot of the time when amigurumi or plushie or whatever, when it's supposed to stay flat so that it can stand on its own, people cut out little rounds of cardboard. The thing is that if it gets wet, it's gonna like get all soggy and gross inside of the plushie. So what a lot of people do is they'll cut it out in plastic, and they'll use things like yogurt containers or the plastic on those milk gallons. And I did do that for a little while on like past projects that I've done, just because that's what everybody does. But I was thinking about it, and I thought perfect thing to do, and you can get it exactly to the size of what you need, those acrylic discs. So I ordered some on Amazon. I think I got them in 3 inches. So I just buy these little acrylic discs because they're like hard plastic. You can peel off the edge. You don't have to. I mean, it's gonna be inside, it doesn't really matter, but I just peel it anyways because it's pretty. So that's what it looks like. And you just pop it in there, and then obviously when you're working it up, you stuff it, and it keeps this flat so that it can stand on its own. So I just wanted to show that. Acrylic discs, a good tip. So it's day 3, and I just wanted to update what I got done yesterday. So I finished this, the body, start to finish, and I sewed her little hands already. So she just needs her head, and then I got another body started. I'm about halfway on the body. I did 1 round of the 3rd, but I've been focusing on this one. I have 6 arms. I finished the veil, so I'm making pretty good progress. I'm hoping that by the end of today I'll have 4 of these. I finished the ruffles. Okay, so it's day 5. Yesterday I didn't get a whole lot of work done, so I didn't record anything. Today I just did about 5 rows on each body. Today I wanted to show the progress that I've got done. I have 2 plus the one I had is 3 plus this one that I had also. So we're getting pretty good progress. I'm gonna keep working. It's about 5 p.m. right now. I'll check back in at the end of the day to see how much I got done. Today's day 6, and I just wanted to show you what I got done yesterday before I start working. So I had finished the bodies from like one of these middle rows all the way up, finished it yesterday, and I did that for these 2, and then I did the ruffles, and I did these ruffles, and then I went back on the body that I had already had done, and I did the ruffles on that one, and then I started her head. And then I haven't really done anything different to this one. Okay, so quick update, I finished 2 heads, which puts me at 3 dolls. The party that these dolls were initially being made for was cancelled. However, they are still wanted, so I have to finish this order. It is 2 months later. I think since I've just hit such a block, and I can't seem to get myself to work on it. I'm going to regroup, and instead of working on the dolls, I'm going to work on the veils, and hopefully that shift will help me move through the dolls. I started about 20 minutes ago and I have that much of the veil done. I'm hoping to keep the original 1 month timeline that I had, but I will be pretty gentle on myself just because it's very hard to crochet. I physically feel the block of not being able to, but also mentally and emotionally, crocheting is very, although it can be something to drift off to and be kind of like a peaceful thing to do and a mindless thing to do, it does still require a lot of energy to be counting stitches and making sure everything's right, and you need to sort of want to be doing it, and lately I just haven't been, so it is going to be very, very draining. But again, I do have an obligation to complete this order, so I will be doing my best to get it done as quickly and efficiently as possible. Hey everyone, so I'm here to update. I haven't updated in a while. I don't know how long it's been since I've updated you guys, but I'll show you what I have done. I have 9 veils crocheted. So I have 3 in the color blush, I have 3 in the color Himalayan sea salt, and I have 3 in the color mauve. So I have 9 total. I'm currently working on the 4th color. Originally I estimated that I could make 4 veils out of 2 skeins, so 2 veils per skein is what I had estimated, but it turns out that I can only make 3 veils out of 2 skeins, so I will have to buy more yarn. I recently went back and got 1 skein of the mauve color and 1 skein of the Himalayan sea salt, so hopefully that's enough, because from what I have right now, I have these 9 done, and I have small little scrap skeins of whatever was left over. And then for the 4th color, I think I will be able to get the 4 veils out of it, which leaves me at about 13 out of 16, so I would still need to make 3 more. And originally I was just going to grab from my yarn piles and just kind of get a similar kind of pink, but since it's 3 and I can only really make 1 per skein because of the size of the ones that I have, it just seemed like a whole lot of mismatch, so just went back to the store and bought more to make them the same colors. I had to go back and buy a new skin color because I'm almost out and I've only made 4 and not even fully. And then I had to buy a skein of brown for the hair color, which I had said originally that I was just going to pull from my yarn, but the browns that I have are a little too red, that they look a little bit funny on the dolls, so I just purchased a big skein of brown. I am currently working on veils number 10 and 11. Hopefully I can get the 4 out of that skein, and then I only have to figure out where to get the other 3. I haven't been updating as much because it's kind of repetitive, so I kind of just want to update here and there, not so much because it's a lot of the same thing. But my own personal goal for this project to be done is by August, so hopefully all of July and the last couple days of June that we have left, and then hopefully by August I'm done, because I have another project that I'm really excited that I want to start. So that is my goal. The plan for now is to crochet all the veils like this, and then go in with the off-white color and give them a border like this. I think they're all gonna have the off-white border because I think it looks better than the gold on the original colorway, so I like this sort of color better. And then crochet the little crown piece and just have those on the side in a little basket or something, and then that way these are all done and just need the stars. So I just want to have them crocheted and lined and ready for the stars, and then from there I'm going to jump back into the dolls, and I think I'll crochet all the dolls, and then once they're all done I'll do all the hair. And I don't have enough pins to pin more than one, maybe 2 dolls at a time, so I don't know if I should go buy more pins. Hopefully I can get this done again, like I said, by August, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot more work than I anticipated, to be honest. Hopefully I don't have to make any more trips to the store. I think that with the yarn that I have, it should be enough. I think definitely the amount I have for the dress is enough, the skin color and the hair should all be enough. The only problem is kind of the veils, but I think since I bought the 2 skeins, I'll be able to make the last 3. I might just make one be the random color, just for the sake of not going and buying more yarn, but hopefully that's fine. Guys, it's July 24th and I've finished all of the veils, all 16 of the little crowns. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have 3 dolls and I have 1 with hair, which brings my total to 10 dresses that are done. I still need another 6 more to be done, but I am solely going to focus on the dresses, which is why I didn't finish this one's head, because I'm going to finish all the dresses and then work on the head. So I have 10 done and I have 11 and 12 almost done, and then I had a little bit left over from the last case, so then I finished the bottoms of 13 and 14 to get started on those. This is how much yarn I have left for the last 6 dresses, so hopefully it's enough. My original goal was to be done before August, but the last day of July is 1 week from today and I still have a lot of work to do, so I don't think I'll be able to meet that goal. I'm hoping this project doesn't eat too much into August because I have something else planned for August. That is everything that I have finished so far. So I'm back and I just wanted to update on this video. So originally this was gonna be a one-part video where I was gonna make 16 Guadalupe dolls and be done with it. It was gonna be my biggest order yet, and I started filming that video so many months ago that kind of crazy how much time has passed in between this video. Honestly, the goal at the end was finish them by August 1st, if not the first week of August, and that's it, and then they'd be done. However, it just didn't look like that was gonna happen. It hit August 1st, and honestly there's so much still left to do on the dolls that it just didn't seem feasible. It wasn't gonna get done for another month or two. It's so much work that's still left, and honestly I just needed to start the project that's due for September, because if I didn't start it, it's just not gonna get done. It's so much work and I need to get started on that. And then I ended up getting started on my Halloween costume as well, because that's gonna take a lot of time. The plan was to just work on those so they'd be done by the deadline, and then come back and work on these once I finish those. However, it's gonna take a while to finish those, so by the time I finish those and then come back and finish this video will not be up until November, and those videos are all Halloween fall-esque, and I can't post any of those until I post this one, because I accidentally filmed this video vertically instead of horizontally, so I have to post this one first and then post the ones that I did correct, just to make sure that they actually do upload correctly, because I've already filmed 3 videos by this point and I don't know if it's filmed correctly or not, so I really just have to get this video and start the ball rolling of getting videos up, because right now, as of right now, I only have 1 video up, and it's the gardenia vest, which I filmed a couple months ago as well. So all that to say is that I will not be finishing the dolls in this video. This is just gonna be part 1. The next part, I'm gonna give myself until October to finish these 2 projects, and then I have 2 other projects that I'll have to see time-wise if I'm doing them at all. But my goal is to start the dolls back up in November and finish them in November, because I do have a deadline for December for another doll that I haven't even started on. So that's the goal, November. Just stay tuned. If you're really interested, I'm so sorry that they're not done, but they will be. I promise I'm gonna finish them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you're working on in the comments. Thank you for watching. That's all I have for you today. Bye everybody.